Hi friends, I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energy frequency to you. Beautiful viewer, if you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, although I can be a very good shot of whiskey when you're prepared to hear whatever truths I am getting from spirit. Now, please keep in mind that I am only here to try to communicate energy to you, and how you apply it to your situation is solely dependent on you and how you resonate with that energy. Use your intuition over my intuition. If you're returning, I'm so blessed, so grateful. Thank you so much. And I do certainly appreciate your support here in the channel and respect the journey that you guys are on. So we have 3 options to choose from today, and today's topic will be about why did that person ghost you, not respond to you, fall off the face of the earth, and what was their intentions in doing this, as well as there anything you're supposed to be doing here in order to smooth things over or to progress things in your own life in regards to this connection. All right, so 3 options. We have the Sugar Skull Tarot deck for option 1. For option 2, we have the Anime Tarot deck. And for option 3, we have the Tarot del Toro. So, maybe take a better look at this one here. All right, so feel free to pause the video. Whichever decks you're intuitively guided towards will most likely have the energy resonating for you. One could be your energy, the other could be your person's energy. I don't know what we're going to see. Sometimes we are tapping into the same connection energetically, either in the past, present, future state. I don't know. Could be a complete different situation. Again, use your intuition to tie into whatever it is that is resonating for you. And I will see you at your pick, which will be in the description box. And in the pinned comment there, you will find the timestamps, and it will take you directly to your option. All right, I will see you soon. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 1. If you picked the Sugar Skull Tarot deck, this is pick number 1. And then this is your beautiful reading. And keep in mind, you could be tapping into your own energy, not the person you came here about. If that's the case, then your person might be in a different pile. Although if you do tap into your own energy, it could be that spirit wants to communicate something here that maybe you're not seeing in regards to what is energetically going on around you. Now, like I mentioned, my intention is to communicate whatever spirit is communicating to me, and I am not everyone's cup of tea. So if this message is not resonating for you, it could be a different pile. If you are not pleased with the reading here, how it is transmitted over to you, you might want to go check out another reader or another reading of mine, whatever you feel calls out to you. But I do intend on communicating the truth here. So let's look at no contact. Why is this person ghosting you? Why did they fall off the face of the earth? Why are they not responding to you? Why are they pulling away energetically? Now, it could be that this person is in contact, but maybe energetically they've pulled away, or they've ghosted you in some sort of way here. But we intend on getting to the bottom of why, what were their intentions, and also we'll be looking at, is there anything you're supposed to be kind of doing here to further your situation, either independently or in this connection. So Spirit, clear and concise here for pile number 1 in regards to this connection, specifically the person they came here about. Why did this person ghost them? What is going on? All right, so we have the Hermit and the Magician. That one fell on the ground exactly like that. All right, clear and concise message here for pile number 1, Spirit. Why did their person ghost them or stop communicating with them or go no contact? What was their intention? And thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. Of the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups. One more for the top row. Oh, 2 fell on my lap here. I'm feeling it this way. We have the 4 of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups. All right, so why is the Hermit card here? The Hermit card is clarified by the Seven of Swords. Why is the Magician card here, Spirit? Why did pile number one's person ghost them, stop communicating, or energetically pull away from pile number one? We have the Seven of Wands, 2 sevens. All right. So why is the Queen of Pentacles here? We're going to get another 7. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The Four of Pentacles, Spirit said to leave it in the reverse. Okay, why is the Eight of Cups here? Why is the Eight of Cups here? We have the Empress. And finally, why is the Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups here? We got the Four of Wands. Okay, lots of fours. We have 1, 2, 3 fours here. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Nine of Cups. That's interesting. Nine of Cups is all about self-fulfillment and gratification here. Emotional fulfillment when it comes to self. Now, the Nine of Cups could be in the shadow aspect, somebody who is more concerned about their emotional fulfillment than someone else's, at the expense of someone else's. So they might be more focused on self than they are on anybody else here. All right, so we'll see how that ties into this reading. So the very first card here we have is the Hermit. Hermit is representative of the zodiac Virgo. Okay, and then we have the Magician, which is Mercury. And this is also Virgo and Gemini energy. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is also Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And then we have the Queen of Cups representing water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we also have the Empress, which is Taurus, heavy earth. And yeah, so that's the predominant energies. Could be predominant in your person's birth chart, okay, or in your birth chart, depending on if this is your energy or your person. Hermit is pulled away energy. So I see a lot of energy here that does show some sort of pulling away. This is all about introspection and having to go and take a look at what one desires. Okay, and in the traditional tarot, the Hermit is holding the lantern, and in the lantern is the star. So here it's the skull. And the skull is represented in pretty much every card here. But I do feel like in this depiction of the Hermit, there is a wish or a desire here, which is confirmed here by the Nine of Cups, that this person is focused in on, that's going to bring them happiness. Okay, so again, like I said, this could be you, your energy, or your person. I will read this as it is your person. Seven of Swords is somebody who is quite self-serving. So we got 2 self-serving cards here. Same with the Magician. I mean, it's not in reverse, but it is somebody very focusing on bringing in what they want for themselves and standing to defend whatever that is. Okay, they are willing to fight for what it is that they want for themselves. And I feel like this person could be a little bit removed. And when they're removed, they're really trying to examine what it is that they want to bring in for themselves. And getting that heavy Virgo energy just by these 3 cards here. So your person could have a Virgo sun. Okay, I do feel like this person is either a very solid, consistent, independent person on their own, fairly stable. They can either be like a single mom or a wife, or have experience here in managing on their own, managing their situation, managing their finances, managing their stability, kind of going it alone is what I feel here. And I feel like your person here has had to release something here. And I feel like they've had to release a part of their stability or security here, or at least their understanding of whatever they were practically hanging on to. So it could be a job, a home, could be anything where they live. There was something here that your person's had to let go of in order to bring in their dreams or their wishes here. And they've had to be very self-focused and fight. So they've had to fight for what they want for themselves. And sometimes they've had to do things that maybe left them feeling a little bit uncomfortable in order to bring in towards them what it is that they want for themselves, to bring in their own happiness. I do see them here walking away with this Eight of Cups from what doesn't emotionally fulfill them. And what doesn't emotionally fulfill them could have been in the practical realm here that they had to let go. So they might have built some sort of security, some sort of home structure, some sort of job, some sort of family structure, some sort of physical abundance here that they've had to let go of and walk away because there was no emotional fulfillment. And I feel like this person is solely focused on finding their own emotional fulfillment. What makes them happy, period. Okay, and I do feel like this person had to release some sort of being of service, some sort of person who is reliable, consistent, practical, successful, and able, and they've had to release some of that practicality in order to embrace this Empress energy. And the Empress is all about bringing in towards her. The Empress doesn't get off her chair, her throne, her whatever, to go seeking something out. She brings it towards her, and she's all about, give me the house and I will make you a home. Give me the finances and I will buy you wealth. Give me the love and I will love you unlike anyone has loved you, with abundance and care and joy. So she is open and ready to receive, because in the past she was all about service and giving of self. These are two different types of energies, although very common, because the Empress talks about abundance. This can also be somebody here who is fruitful and also birthing something. But I feel like in order for her to birth something, she understands that she needs to be in line with what is coming in towards her. Whereas the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, she doesn't really chase, but she seems a little bit more focused on service, and sometimes she might not know her full value here. She just provides a level of service and reliability. But I feel like there is a turn here and a letting go of this type of an energy in order for her to bring in. Magician's all about manifesting and bringing in. Same with the Empress. And the fact that this Magician has 2 guns and the 7 of Wands, I feel like this person's pretty vicious. And with the 7 of Swords, pretty vicious. And what I mean by vicious is they will stop at nothing to bring in their emotional happiness, because I feel like this person has had to release something here that they were really tied to emotionally. It does sit close or deep in their heart here, okay, in search of what is emotionally more fulfilling and their desire and their hope here. Okay, so now what I feel is there is the 4 of Cups here energy, and the 4 of Cups is all about unrequited love. And somebody who is offered a cup of love but might be in a state of not recognizing it, or more focused on what they don't want, that they might miss an offer of love. And I feel like this Queen of Cups is definitely coming out as this Queen of Pentacles Empress energy. So like I said, this is heavy Virgo energy here for me. Taurus is also earth energy. But the Queen of Cups here is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like there is love, and there could have been love offered to you specifically, okay? They could have offered you a cup, and I feel heavily this person was open, receptively, lovingly, caringly, very creative, very intuitive, very giving, very compassionate. And if you did not reciprocate love here, okay, then I feel like this person is seeking out their Four of Wands, which is unity and coming together. This is also marriage, commitment, and celebrations here. So I feel like the Empress is wanting to bring this in, and I feel like the Empress might have, what I feel this energy might have done is step from an Empress to a Queen of Cups, because this Empress is all the queens in one. This is Queen of Pentacles, Cups, Swords, and Fire, okay? So she is able to, I mean, be all the queens and all their positive attributes, okay? She provides service, she provides love, intuition, caring, drive, and the logic required in a situation. So I feel like what she's done here is she's stepped into this Queen of Cups energy, which is all about compassion and love and giving love. Okay, the Queen of Cups is an ideal partner because they're very loving, romantic, and caring and motherly here. And so I feel like this is representative in both these cards. It's a motherly type energy. This one more of service and practicality. This one more of emotions and creativity and pouring in love. And I feel like this person has most likely offered you this cup. Okay, and if you did not accept this cup, or if you were hesitant, or for whatever reason it wasn't realized here, I feel like this person has stepped back into their Empress energy and is now calling in some sort of union, some sort of future of coming together with a partner here to bring an emotional happiness, what it is that they want for themselves. Because I feel like they've sacrificed something here and are willing to go to battle here to protect this. Especially the fact that they've let go of some sort of stability and some sort of security that I feel took quite some time to build. And they up and just walked away from it and embraced this sort of an Empress energy. So back to the title of this thing. Why did they ghost you? The only part I really see of you is this card right here, which is the Four of Cups. Somebody disinterested, somebody not reciprocating love. And somebody who was very heart-centered and open, although they could have just stayed in their stool here. I feel like this person was open and willing to give some sort of love here. And I feel like they rescinded their offer in order to stay true to their journey. And I feel like they were on a journey of finding love. Although I feel there was a lot of fear here in walking away from something here, because I do feel like it took a long time to build, okay? But I feel like the desire here to find emotional fulfillment was realized and recognized when this person went inside themselves to really try to find this. Okay, so this person clearly either ghosted you, did not communicate to you, or has pulled their energy from you here. Now, I feel like you're most likely the one here with the Four of Cups. So if you resonate with not responding or not acting on a cup of love, an offer here from this person has pulled back their energy. They're now in their Empress energy. So let's ask why this is and see if we see anything further here that can guide you as to why this person ghosted. Spirit, can we get some more as to why did pile number one's person ghost, not respond? Pull no contact here. What is going on here? I mean, I feel as though this person really chose themselves at the end of the day here and chose their ability to control an outcome for themselves despite where you were emotionally or how you acted here. And that's the reason why they pull their energy. But let's see if we see some more. Let's see if we see some more for pile number one. What can we communicate here that will help? Pile number one, anything they can do or understand here that will help this situation. All right, so this is also my twin flame card with the Four of Wands. That's the 1111 card. So if you're resonating with the twin flame journey, it could certainly be this connection with your person, although I feel like your person's more fixated on bringing emotional happiness to their heart space. I mean, Cups is all about finding emotional fulfillment. And I do feel like this person is fairly heart-centered here. The Empress is all abundance, love, okay? And the Four of Wands is commitment and coming together in unity when it comes to marriage or building a future stability with somebody here they could share with. So we have the High Priestess. Interesting. All right, so High Priestess. Let's keep going. Anything else pile number 1 needs to understand about why this person energetically pulled away? What do they need to do? Why did they pull away? We have the Six of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Hangman, and it is in reverse. We have the Six of Cups right above the Four of Cups. This is definitely a soulmate, twin flame, destined connection here. Also with the High Priestess, I feel like it's highly spiritual. Okay, there's soul recognition here. Maybe you guys have had past lives together, or somehow there is a deep, deep, deep spiritual love here between you and your person. I do feel it is a twin flame type connection here. The Seven of Cups in reverse. I knew we'd see another 7. Why is the Six of Swords here, Spirit? The Three of Cups. Okay, why is the Page of Cups here? The Lovers. Interesting. Gemini coming out again here. Very destined. Destined life path here. Why is the Hangman in reverse? We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. And finally, why is the Six of Cups here? We have Death. Wow. Okay, so the signs here with the High Priestess, I believe this is Pisces. Could be Cancer. I'm not quite sure with the High Priestess here. We do have Gemini energy here. Pisces, Taurus coming up again, Scorpio energy. Okay, so what's the message here? This is all about the intuition, and this is all about a deep, deep sense of knowing. I think this person is going on a deep sense of knowing and their intuition and finding what it is that makes them happy, okay? And this is listening to our inner voice, our dreams, and spirituality. I feel like this person is highly spiritual and is getting a lot of downloads from spirit, from their higher self, from their dreams, and I feel like they're now listening to what this looks like for themselves, okay? So I feel like wherever this person was confused, wherever they were muddled, whatever, they had a lot of options, they could have went many different directions. I feel like they've had to really navigate through this, and I feel like it's been very painful for them. So if in this situation, in this connection, things were a little muddled, a little unclear, a little bit like fantasy, but nothing was really identified or clarified, or maybe there were just too many things here. I feel like your person has leaned in on their intuition, which told them to move away from anything that was causing sort of mental anxiety here in a situation that, you know, might have not have been very clear. So I feel like this person is really tied to their emotions. Anything here that doesn't feel good or feel confusing, I feel like this person steers away from. So this person is steered away from this, and the Three of Cups could mean a whole bunch of different things here. Could be lighthearted relationships, network of friends, could be reconciliation, could be third party, could be what I'm really feeling for the situation here is this person was not looking for a light-hearted, confusing, open-ended type situation when it came to their emotions. I feel this person is very serious, okay? And I feel like this person was wanting to open their heart up to a very serious sort of journey or beginning here. And they wanted it to be kind of on their destined path. So I feel like if there was anything lighthearted about the situation, or somebody not taking this person serious, or a lot of confusion, this person steered away to go find their person, to go find their destined path, specifically when it comes to a connection here, because we were seeing that they wanted their Four of Wands, which is coming together in unity with somebody here. So they're choosing their path to be with somebody here. Page of Cups is all about innocent love and the beginning of opening heart space. Okay, so I feel like this person is getting in touch with opening their heart space. Maybe this is fairly new to this person, because I do feel like this person has been heavily in their practicalities and maybe building themselves financially, or their security or their abundance, and maybe they're providing service. Okay, but I feel like this person is wanting to go from more of a practicality service mindset to kind of more of an emotional love type mindset here. So this person, I feel like, might have had to leave this situation, because we are seeing again with the Eight of Cups walking away, and then with the Eight of Swords also leaving. So if you were providing them with a true deep sense of love here in a destined way, then I feel like this person has had to pull away from this. Now the Hangman in reverse, this is, you know, somebody who is not really committed to a situation here. This is somebody who might be foolishly maybe hung up with a practical situation here. Same with this Hierophant in reverse. This is somebody who is foolishly either hung up on an ideology, and both of these mean a lack of commitment. And this is all about starting the seeds of commitment in a practical way. So I feel like your person's had to walk away because there was a lack of commitment, there was a lack of dedication, there was a lack of seriousness here when it came to this connection. And I feel like your person is reminiscing on this connection, or at least understands there's a soul tie here. And I feel like this is actually coming more from your end here, because this is on the Four of Cups. So I feel like you're looking back on a situation here, which could have been something emotionally fulfilling here. And it might have been at some point in time. But I feel like this person here is looking for a partnership with the two people here and also the two people here. So I feel like you might be looking back, and maybe you're coming to this this reading here as you see this person maybe encountering their destined partner or their soulmate here. If you were a soulmate to this person or a twin flame to this person, I feel like there was a lack of commitment, a lack of getting serious here, and your person's had to go find their emotional fulfillment elsewhere. Can have an emotional new beginning here. But I do feel like you hold a cup too. So you're looking for your own emotional fulfillment here, what brings you abundance. And it may require you transforming or changing here with the Death. Okay, because the Death is all about us leaving what does not work in order to transform ourselves into something new, into something that does work for us. It's all about transitioning from the old to the new. Same with this Ace of Cups. So there might be an emotional new beginning that you're looking at or wanting, although you might be looking at this past situation here. But I feel like your person is pursuing an energy here, or at least having an emotional new beginning with somebody here. Okay, so this is what I see here. And yeah, this is probably why they haven't responded, or why they ghosted you, was lack of commitment, them wanting to find something a little more serious, and them coming across somebody here who might be a soulmate, somebody who might be somebody from the past, somebody maybe who they've invested some emotional energy in the past, and they're wanting to have emotional fulfillment. I do see though that with this Death card that you're wanting huge change here, and I'm not sure if you're wanting change for yourself or if you're wanting change in the situation, but I do hear Spirit saying, because this is about how you can kind of help the situation, if you're just looking for an emotional new beginning within yourself, then Spirit is saying that if you've identified that, then that's absolutely a first step for you to find what emotionally fulfills you. But if you're looking back, and I think this is more the latter, if you're looking back on this person as somebody who would have brought you emotional fulfillment, or some sort of soulmate, some sort of twin flame, some sort of soul recognition or deep connection here on a spiritual level, and you're looking back on this, Spirit is saying that you're most likely going to have to transform yourself out of a mindset of somebody who is hanging on to some sort of ideology or not wanting to commit here, and try to see if things change. Although I do feel like this person is now committed, or at least emotionally new beginning here with somebody else. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards just to give you further advice before we kick into pile number 2. Can we get 3 cards for pile number 1? What is the advice here? I mean, if they transform here, what is it that they need to do? Can we get 3 cards advice here for pile number 1 in regards to this connection? 6 of Wands. 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. And the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay. What Spirit is saying is that you have limitations right now. And I see the biggest limitation that came up throughout this reading was you being in a 4 of Cups, okay? Not being really offering a cup of love, maybe being despondent or not really content, or kind of seeing the bad in a situation or what's not working. So you're held back with the 8 of Swords. This is our own limiting beliefs, our own mental thoughts. Maybe we're thinking the worst. We're held back by whatever thought. And it could be that our 8 of Swords is a belief that we don't want to commit, or that for whatever reason committing to a situation here would provide us with maybe a loss, or whatever this belief is. I feel like you'd have to drop this 8 of Swords understanding in order for you to be victorious and fulfilling a unity here with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is about 2 people coming together, committing to each other, getting married, or at least having a higher level of commitment, okay, and emotionally sharing love, okay? So it is more than the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups was what we were seeing at the beginning, which is emotional fulfillment for self. This is 2 people or more people coming together to be emotionally fulfilled here. It could be family situation, okay? And I feel like this person is wanting some sort of family type situation here. And I feel like in order for you to be successful, because the 6 of Wands is all about success and victory in this situation and coming together, build a family or build love with this person on a complete emotional fulfilling situation, there has to be a release of a mental prison. Whatever thoughts, whatever limitations, whatever you're telling yourself, whatever's holding you back, whatever's making you feel dissatisfied here has to be understood and recognized. And there has to be a transformation here with the Death, which is letting go of old beliefs and old thoughts. Okay, so this is what I see here for you guys. Pile number 1. I hope this helped you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. If you pick the anime tarot deck, then this is your pick and your pile. And we'll be taking a look at a situation here of you and your person and no contact. So why did this person ghost or not respond or energetically pull away from this situation? What was their intention? And is there anything that you can do to help either this connection or yourself in moving away or healing this connection in any way? So let's take a look at what Spirit wants to communicate. Again, I am not a reader for everyone. So if you're not wanting whatever communication I am delivering here, there's plenty of videos online for you. Now, I do hope you stay, and my intention is always to deliver the message that I'm hearing or feeling, all right? But it is your job to use your intuition to apply this to your own situation however you see fit, switching roles, etc. If this feels more like your energy than your person's energy, then it could be that your person is energetically sitting in another pile. All right, so with that being said, for those of you guys who need that to be said every single reading, let us take a look at pile number 2 and the no contact, or why this person ghosted or pulled away energetically. Now, it could be that this person might still be in contact, but could be very minimal or just energetically withheld in some way. All right, so let's see what we have here for pile number 2. Spirit, clear and concise message. We are so blessed, so grateful for this message. Thank you so, so much for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. And pile number 2, thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. All right, what do we have here for pile number 2? 2 cards coming out. We have the 8 of Cups, all right, and we have the Princess of Wands, and I'm feeling like those 2 are together. We have Justice. We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the 5 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Wands. All right, so why is this 8 of Cups and Princess of Wands here? And the Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands. So we have the 10 of Wands. Why is Justice here? Why is Justice here? We have the 9 of Swords. All right, why is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Empress in reverse. Why is the 5 of Cups here? We have the Prince of Cups in reverse. That is the Knight of Cups. Why is the 3 of Wands here? We have the Magician. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Hermit. Interesting. A lot of these cards came up for pile 1. Okay, so let's get the signs kind of a little bit out of the way here. We have Virgo energy. We have Libra. We have Taurus. We have Virgo and Gemini coming up. So similar to pile 1 type zodiac here, but we are seeing this as the introspection cards. It's somebody going within, taking a look at what they really, really want for themselves, and maybe being really withdrawn. So it could be that this person is withdrawn at this time. I mean, this is no contact or someone pulling their energy back, confirmed with this Hermit card, but it is more about self-discovery than anything here. And it could be spiritually getting in touch with what it is that they desire for themselves based on their knowledge or their understanding now of whatever's transpired here. Now, this does confirm a walking away. So, I mean, you could have pulled away from this person at some point in time, okay, personally, or this person could have just up and decided that emotionally they weren't being fulfilled and pulled their energy away. So either which way, whatever happened here, I do feel like this person now is pulling their energy back here. And I feel like this person is looking at what is not working in this situation, okay? And I feel like they're really taking a look at what's not working and digging into what's not working even within themselves, like them personally, whatever maybe fears that they had or whatever obstacles that they had or whatever was getting in the way of how they showed up, but specifically why this connection is not emotionally fulfilling. And I feel like they aren't emotionally fulfilled here because they've had to pull away and walk away, and they're looking at an obstacle or something here that was not allowing things to flow. It was getting in the way. And I do feel like this person might have communicated to you here. Okay, so I don't feel like this person just completely pulled away without knowing. I feel like this person has communicated to you something that was an obstacle. They probably said so-and-so isn't working, or what is going on with such and such, it's getting in the way. Something either in the practical way or something here that just wasn't working for them, that they could no longer ignore. And I do feel like they communicated that to you. And with the 10 of Wands is something that we're better served releasing or letting go of, that they might have carried for a very long time here with the 10 of Wands. So they were feeling a heavy burden and carrying something here that wasn't working. Or maybe for whatever reason, they were trying to move past an obstacle here that just wasn't getting any better or wasn't removed. And so I feel like this person is being fairly biased. Unbiased is what I meant to say. Unbiased, because I feel like this person is also looking at their own shadows or their own fears and how it might have impacted some of this obstacle and this connection specifically. But I also feel like they felt very burdened and like they were carrying a lot here. But I do feel like they've communicated to you. So if either you weren't listening or you weren't sure if they were telling the truth, they were certainly telling the truth about some burden here and their desire to go seeking, you know, what it is that maybe was fulfilling them, or they express their desire to pull away because it wasn't working for whatever reason. Now, I do feel like this person is in search of balance and bringing justice to this connection, or at least to themselves in some way. And I feel like, now I did say to this connection, and I feel like this person feels as though if they could bring balance or justice to this connection, they would. But I don't feel like this person can bring some balance in a practical way to this connection. Okay, because I feel like there's something here on a practical level that isn't working, or that's an obstacle that cannot tip the scales and bring balance here. So it's either where they live, distance, where they're working, their home, it's financial, something here that's an obstacle here for this person in a practical way that isn't bringing balance in this connection. And it causes them a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless night, a lot of worries, you know, and they were very burdened by it. Maybe they tried several times to look past whatever this was. But I feel like this person just felt like there was something here that wasn't able to be produced to support the love. So this is all about abundance and love. Okay, the Empress is the most abundant card in the tarot deck, and this is all the queens in one. It is caring, loving, fertility, abundance, joy, and love at the greatest degree. But in reverse, it's almost like a block here. And I feel like the block here is because there was something about the practical way of bringing in balance. Look at the scales of justice here, and then the scales of justice here, and this in reverse. Something in a practical way that wasn't contributing to bringing in balance. And I feel like it would have been, well, we see something practical here that wasn't being invested. But I also feel like there's something here about the heart space that wasn't invested. So somebody maybe wasn't outwardly expressing themselves. The Knight of Cups is all about when we take our internal energy, or the Knights, I should say, when we take our internal energy and outwardly move away from ourselves to deliver this. So an example, this Knight of Cups would be taking our love and our creativity and moving outside of ourselves to manifest, or to bring this outside of ourselves as a form of delivery. The Knight of Wands would be taking our passion and our inspiration and taking that from inside of ourselves and delivering that. So there's something here about love not being able to leave the body or be expressed in some way. And same with the Empress in reverse. There's like a block in love or heart space here that causes all sorts of sadness. Five of Cups is all about looking back on a situation with sadness. Same with this Nine of Swords. This is more mental anxiety. This is, you know, not able to eat or sleep and being stuck in a mental loop or prison and feeling very anxious about it and just mentally exhausted. This is like my mental health card. So between this and this is a very heavy energy. This is this Ten of Wands burden. So I feel like your person was very burdened here in trying to carry a load, mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted, because something here wasn't balanced properly. Okay, so either somebody wasn't putting in time, energy, effort, financially, or supporting here in a practical way this connection that wasn't bringing balance, and love was withheld or emotions were withheld here. And so this person was looking towards their future here with the Three of Wands. This is somebody who is really wanting to chase up their dreams or their future and their desires of a better future here. And this card here specifically is this big burly kind of beast looking at their future here. So I feel like this person is really ready to face their future here. Although in the Three of Wands, normally, traditionally, the back is turned to us. And in here, they're facing us. So I feel like this person has either, this is in future position, so is either ready to fight with everything they have here, towards whatever, restoring some sort of balance here to this connection. Okay, or this person is ready to defend what it is that they want for themselves, whatever's going to work for themselves here. Interesting. The Magician is all about manifesting what we want for ourselves here, and the Magician has all of the tools and all the aces, so they're able to bring in a new beginning in all regards for themselves. I feel like this person is ready to bring in a new beginning, either emotionally, creatively, inspired action, a new beginning in truth, and whatever they need to bring in a practical way for themselves. They're trying to manifest this for themselves, and they are ready to fight for this, whatever this means to them. Okay, let's see if we can get some more. Can we see some more spirit about pile number 2's person here? What more do we want to communicate about why they ghosted, or why they are in this sort of an energy here? And if there's anything pile number 2 is able to do here, or why this is the energy that pile number 2's person is encompassing right now. What further can we communicate? So we have the 2 of Wands. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to take the one that flipped, which is the 4 of Wands in reverse. We have the Sun, beautiful. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay, why is this 2 of Wands here, Spirit? 10 of Pentacles. Why is the 9 of Cups here, Spirit, in reverse? What's with the 9 of Cups? The Queen of Pentacles. Why is the 4 of Wands in reverse? We have the King of Cups. Why is the Sun here? We have the Page of Swords in reverse, and finally the 10 of Swords. Why is this here? We have the Hierophant in reverse, and the bottom of the deck we have the King of Wands. Okay, lots of energy kind of coming through here. So King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We have Heavy Earth, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here. We have King of Cups, which is the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Taurus coming out, and then Leo. So could be in the birth chart of either you or your person here. But let's take a look. Okay, so King of Wands is all about action. It's all about confidence. It's all about making shit happen, okay, and going after what we want and making it happen. So I feel like there's an energy here of your person going after what it is that they want. I feel like they might have had to make a decision here and have an option, okay? They could either go this way or that way. And I feel like your person might have been kind of contemplating which way to go, and it might have been an even balance here for your person. But I feel like something here about stability, something here about long-term legacy, something here about family, something here that kind of influenced their decision a little bit more. I feel like there's something here where your person was not emotionally fulfilled here when it came to the imbalance here, I think, of what energy they were inputting into the stability, into the family, into maybe either financial, security, service, support, security, caring. I feel like there's something about them energetically inputting something in a practical way here that was leaving them dissatisfied. This Queen of Pentacles is somebody who offers a service, okay? She's the one who takes the kids to school, who makes the lunches, who books all the appointments, who drives everyone around, who works and holds a family structure here in a solid, reliable way. And I feel like this might have built a big legacy here, but I feel like emotionally this person might have not have been completely fulfilled and had to make a decision here, okay? And I feel like this decision might have had to be to turn upside down some sort of household here with the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, and I do feel like potentially, I mean, you could very well be the husband or the masculine energy here with a deep sense of love for this person with this King of Cups, because the King of Cups is all about deep, deep, deep sense of love and emotions, but the King of Cups has a very difficult time in expressing himself and also showing action here. So I feel like this King of Cups might have just have held a bunch of love, but might have not have been in this sort of a active type energy to allow themselves to show or confidently pursue something here. So I feel like this person had to pursue, you know, and I say masculine, but it could have been very well a feminine, just the energies that I'm reading here. Somebody held a lot of love, but might have not have been able to express, or might have not have been able to confidently express or show something here. So this person had to go and seek contentment. There was some clarity around what it was that they had to do, and I feel like what this person had to do was put an end to anything here that wasn't bringing them happiness. And I feel like with the Hierophant in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse, again, this is my twin flame card, so it could very well be a twin flame partner here, but I feel like there might have been a marriage here even, okay, because this wife card, this is kind of a marriage card, same with the Hierophant here. I feel like there was an ending here, and it could have been fairly painful, but it was done out of clarity. I think somebody was very clear and very confident about what they wanted to do. They had to make a decision here, and I feel in this case love was not enough. There was something about them needing something here that was going to bring them balance in a practical way. And I feel like although there might have been some practicality here with this Ten of Pentacles, I feel like this person felt like pretty tired of carrying some sort of load or some sort of anxiety here. Yeah, and someone wasn't really showing love here with the Empress in reverse. So they might have felt deep love, but they weren't showing deep love, or they weren't extending it outside of themselves. So if you weren't extending your cup and holding it within, it caused some sort of conflict here, or this person to see the light of what it is that they wanted, or get clear about the joy that they wanted for themselves. And there was an ending here of a marriage, or an ending of a long-term commitment here. Okay, let's see if Spirit has some further guidance in order to help you kind of navigate through this. Is there anything pile number 2 can do in regards to this situation here? What can pile number 2 do, either to help heal themselves from this or help heal this connection? Any advice? Anything I missed? What does pile number 2 need to know here? We have the Three of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. Look, we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this was a divine couple, either husband and wife here, or at least almost marrieds here. Three of Cups, King of Discs, and the Eight of Swords. Interesting, because I believe that came out for pile number 1. We have the Tower. Okay, so give me 1 second. Needed a drink. Okay. You have to let things fall apart before they can come together again. Things need to fall apart. Whatever was based on cover-ups, okay? And it could have been truths that worked at some point. It could have been things that help keep the structure up or build the legacy. I feel like things are falling apart, and maybe the Tower moment is, Tower moments are never fun, so it could be quite painful. But Spirit is saying if you're wanting to have a reconciliation or coming together or even being friends with your person here, because I feel like there is some sort of commitment you have to this connection, or at least, like, again, these are divine counterparts. So you guys have built some sort of long-term stability, something here you feel is falling apart. You're wanting to save this. Spirit wants you to come out of any limiting beliefs here. Okay, Eight of Swords. This is where we tell ourselves some sort of untruth, or we're trying to keep up some sort of structure here that might be built on faulty ground or something here that we're telling ourselves or that we believe, but it just limits us from allowing there to be growth. So we could be hanging on to something as it is, understanding that maybe that's as good as it gets. Okay, I gotta grab that, just one second. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if you heard the phone ringing. Normally when I get a distraction, it's confirmation. And what I was saying here was there's a belief here, maybe this is as good as it gets, or there's a legacy that was built here and we don't want to maybe understand that there's more beyond this, and maybe we're trying to hang on to it, but we're limiting the growth. We're limiting what can happen here within a connection here by our beliefs, and it's limiting us in this connection. So Spirit is saying we got to release everything. If we got to let everything crumble, then that's fine. And I know it might be difficult here because you're coming up as this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, which is somebody who is committed, dedicated, very solid, reliable, and very practical here, right? But I feel like you want some sort of reunion. You want to coming together. You want kind of a peace offering. You want to be friends. I feel like there's a need to let go of some sort of mindset here and allow things to fall apart before they can get any better. Okay, and I know it could be quite painful here because I do see like a dissolve of sort of a marriage, a union of sorts here. And it could very well be because somebody was holding back expressing themselves or not allowing themselves to express themselves here. So this person could have seemed a little bit standoffish. They might have even appeared a little immature, but I feel like this person had a clear understanding of what they wanted, and they might have had to put an end to this situation, which could have been pretty painful here. Okay, and you might have felt like this person was just watching and not really doing anything to help, or that they put the swords there on purpose, maybe is what you feel. But what Spirit is saying is that, you know, this person understood something or was certain or clear about something here that wasn't working, and they were burdened by something here, and that there's a need to allow falsities or whatever was built on a structure here at one point, which might have been true or might have stood tall, is needing to come to a tumble here in order for things to rebuild. And a lot of it might have to do with you releasing some of your mindset here in order for things to flow and get better, either for you guys to be friends or come together to an understanding here and see where things may go, which is allowing yourself to release any sort of expectations you might have. And there we have the Hermit again. It's all about introspection. So could be your person has went inwards for quite some time or pulled away, might have been pretty closed off to themselves, introverted, and Spirit is saying, you know, maybe it's time for you to take a look at what's going on inside yourself, where you might be held back, where you might be trying to keep up a tower here instead of allowing it to fall apart, and maybe where you're not allowing your emotions to move forward outside of yourself, right? Maybe you're supposed to offer a cup of love or express yourself in some way, and it was held back. Okay, but I do feel like this person was not happy with just the practicality. Like, look at her face. She seems like, in, you know, providing a service in a practical way was burdensome here. It wasn't enough. Okay, or maybe carrying a family or a legacy or something here wasn't enough. So this is what I feel here for your person. Beautiful pile number 2. If this resonated, leave a like. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. You picked the Tarot del Toro, and we're looking at why your person ghosted you or energetically pulled away or didn't respond, or they could be communicating with you, but they might just be energetically withdrawn from the situation or connection at this time, and you're wanting to understand why. What are their intentions? What were their intentions when they did this? And is there anything you can do to move away or make things better in this connection or the situation that will help you either move on or help you to make things better here? But let's take a look at why your person ghosted or is energetically pulled away. Thank you, Spirit, so much for this clear and concise message for pile number 3, for the greatest and highest good for pile number 3. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed and so grateful. Let's take a look. Why did this person ghost? Why are they energetically withdrawn? Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups, and Spirit is saying to keep them together. All right. A couple falling out. We have the 7 of Cups, Spirit saying to keep it together. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. Two of Pentacles. 2 more cards, Spirit. We have the Moon in reverse, and we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out again. I believe the Queen of Pentacles has shown her face in all 3 piles. If you are inclined to take a look at all 3, there might be a message here for you. Let's take a look at why is the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Cups here. We have the 2 of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Why is the 7 of Cups here and the King of Swords in reverse? We have the 3 of Swords. Okay, why is the 2 of Pentacles here? We have the 5 of Cups. Why is the Moon in reverse? We have the Queen of Swords, and finally the King of Wands in reverse. Look at all these court cards, and we have the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom. So, wow, we have Queen of Cups, King of Cups. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And then we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Discs, which is Pentacles. Okay, so let's get the signs kind of out of the way. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So a bit of everything could be in your chart or your person's chart here, but I do feel like there's a lot of people involved here. Okay? So you could be in a third party type situation here. Yeah, I feel heavy third party here, but I do feel like it's either you or your person. Take whatever is resonating here. And I feel like there's a part of you that complements this person, and there's a part of whatever other energy here that is third party that complements either you or your person, depending on if you're in the third party or if this other person is in a third party. So I'm going to read it as your person here is this Queen of Cups, okay? So I feel like the Queen of Cups here, being your person, was offering you a lot of love. And your Queen of Cups here, this is again as Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, might have been offering a cup of love, sharing their compassion, giving you all sorts of support here when it comes to emotional fulfillment here. But I feel like this person was heavily burdened by a situation here that they had to carry. So it's a situation in which they're best left to release, because carrying 10 wands of burden is very heavy. So they might have willingly invested love or expressed emotions, although they were burdened by a situation. So it could be that they were burdened because you might have been in a third party situation here. So this person could have been just sharing love or pouring love, although they were knowing that this is something that was not sustainable. And I feel like it was not sustainable here for sure, because I do feel like with this 2 of Cups, I mean, we don't know which is right side up, because both ways are shown exact same way here in this card. But I feel like there was almost a that's exactly it. It was like this person wanted to invest in a twosome, or at least a give and take. Okay, they wanted to invest in a give and take, but it was almost like doomed from the beginning. I feel like there's something about this that they knew was going to be a burden, or that they were unable to maybe have a give and take here with you. And I feel like the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom kind of confirms this, because this is someone feeling left out in the cold, okay, and having a choice to maybe not invest or not carry wands or not put in love and go seek refuge somewhere else, but they're out in the cold based on, you know, them, either they made a decision to kind of stay in a situation, or they're choosing to invest somewhere that isn't fulfilling for them, but in a practical way, something wasn't working, and this person might have been giving you love at some point in time. And I feel like you here as this King of Cups in reverse, you could have been the type of person here that was receiving this love, but you weren't able to invest in a twosome here, which is a balance give and take. So I feel like you're probably this person here, okay, divine masculine, again, just take what's resonating for you, but you might have been involved in a third party, so you're unable to just do a balance give and take, because maybe you're distributed in a different way, in a different type of energy or situation here, especially with the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups is where we have a lot of choices, you know, a lot of options, keeping our back door open, and maybe we weren't really being logical about a situation here. So we were letting our fantasies get in the way. Maybe we were having two partners here, and we were letting our emotions run wild. It was causing a lot of confusion. We were needing to get very clear and very certain and use our logic, but we did not. And what that caused is a lot of heartbreak. And I feel it caused a lot of heartbreak in your person's and in your space here, okay, because of a need to get clear, a need to choose wisely. Okay, so we might have been going back and forth for quite some time. You know, which person do I choose here? And I feel like your back and forth just all resulted in, I'm going to feel loss. You know, if I let go of one, I'm going to be emotionally feeling saddened by it, you know, left out in the cold and feeling heartbreak here. So you might have been very confused here in what it is that you need to do. So either your person pulled away or put some boundary and said, if you don't leave your third party, or if you don't make a decision, or if you don't get clear, or if it's not certain by this point, or we need to resolve something here, we need to get out of this confusion here, and they're putting pressure on you to decide. Okay, so I feel like you could have potentially felt pressured, or this person could have just pulled the plug and said, I don't need to stay in confusion here, I need to get out of this. Or you could have said, this is putting too much pressure here, I can't decide, because either way I'm going to have to face this Five of Pentacles, this Five of Cups, and this Three of Swords. So we're staying kind of trying to manage two situations, two people, two things here, not choosing, keeping things blurry, you know, and having to get out of this indecision here. And I feel like your person, they really wanted to provide service. They really wanted to be kind of the wife. They wanted to build a home, security, stability, be kind of the stable wife here in a situation here, which I don't feel like that was what has happened here. I feel like you were unable to pull off whatever it was that you were promising, or whatever it was that you might have initially thought that you'd be able to do. I mean, the King of Wands is very certain, and in his reverse he's fairly arrogant, so he could have said, yeah, by this date, by this time, I'm going to leave, I'm going to do whatever it takes, and you're going to be my wife, or we're going to meet, or we're going to do this, that, and the other, and we're going to have a balance give and take, and I love you, and all sorts of things here. But in actuality and practicality, a decision wasn't made, and all it's caused is heartache, regret, remorse, confusion, and involved two people here, and this person got kind of left holding the bag here. Now, whether you left or they left, I feel is a little bit insignificant here, because I do feel like this person would have laid boundaries here anyway to get clear, and wanted you to kind of either decide or get out of this confusion here, because when they got into it, I do feel like they knew there was something here that was a burden to carry, although there was a deep sense of love. And I do feel like although you love them, you were unable to give them your full dedication and heart, because you're involved with somebody else here. And I feel like this person is fairly intelligent, and also speaks your language when it comes to soul speak, but also when it comes to intellectual conversation. I feel like this person is soul food for you. So I do feel like there was something here that you wanted to continue with this person, and maybe you weren't, you know, obtaining this from whatever other energy that you had going on around you. So let's take a look and see if there's anything further Spirit wants to communicate in regards to why this person ghosted. Any further information as to what I missed here, what it is that you're able to do here, if anything, to change circumstances and what were their intentions here in pulling away. Now, I do see this person, obviously their intention was, you know, they wanted a balance, give and take here. And I feel this card is the Hermit. We'll see if it wants to come out. That is Virgo, introspection. I feel like this person wanted for clarity, okay? They wanted you to get very clear and make sense of a situation which was very muddled. And I don't think that happened. I think somebody was lacking the courage. Somebody was maybe lacking the know-how. And they might have talked a good talk, but action-wise, I don't think action-wise they were able to run with whatever they needed to run with. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords. We have the Hierophant in reverse. That came out in all 3 piles. Again, you might want to watch all 3 and see if it resonates. Hierophant in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Tower in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, why is the 8 of Swords here? Why is the 8 of Swords here, Spirits? We have the Emperor. Okay, why is the Hierophant here in reverse? The Hierophant's in reverse. We got the 2 of Swords. And finally, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? It's the Ace of Pentacles here. We have the Empress. Interesting. Emperor and Empress. Why do we have the 9 of Wands in reverse? I guess it wouldn't really be in reverse. I don't know if this is reverse or upright. I was feeling reverse, but we'll see. We have the Ace of Wands. And then finally, why is the Tower in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles? We have the Ace of Cups, 2 aces, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Goblets, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so why did this person ghost? Why is there distance? Energetic distance, or this person not responding, or why is there space here? I feel like somebody here really wanted to work together. They wanted a new beginning, and they wanted a practical new beginning, and based on love, based on practicality. It can't just be all emotions. It has to be something tangible, either, you know, a commitment to a future here, or at least a progress to a future here based on love, okay? Somebody might have been very indecisive in committing themselves or letting go of a marriage here, because the Hierophant here in reverse is all about a marriage coming to an end here. Emperor and Empress is husband and wife, but divine counterparts. Now, the Emperor is in reverse, which is in the shadow aspect. So I feel like divine masculine here is having a hard time committing. Divine masculine here might have been in a shadow energy, which was somebody who might have been a little immature, might have been a little self-serving, might have been a little bit too in control of controlling a situation and other people here, instead of allowing things to flow. So maybe he was being very self-serving, and I feel like it was coming from a place of 8 of Swords, which is a limited belief here. This is somebody held back by their limitations, either that they believe something to be true that holds them back, or they just are hanging on to some sort of situation here that doesn't allow themselves to move forward because of their thoughts. And I feel like this really kept them from moving forward. Okay, this person wasn't going to move forward because they were kind of burying their head in the sand. They weren't deciding either which way. They weren't ending the marriage, and they also weren't committing to a situation. They were held back. They were limited. They were, you know, trying to have the best of both worlds here. And there was a need to work together and to decide. There's a need to move forward. So I feel like this person, you know, and I feel like this could very well be your energy here, this beautiful Empress energy. She wanted to give love. She wanted a new beginning. She wanted to plant the seed here for something. And I feel like this energy had to surrender because nothing was moving. Okay, nothing was moving here. There needed to be a seed. There needed to be inspired action. There needed to be an action in moving forward here. And I don't feel it was. So I feel like this person surrendered. And I feel like this person is fairly guarded. And I feel like this person understands that there would have to be a Tower moment here that would have to happen. And you're releasing some sort of family situation that never happened. Okay, you'd have to let go of the Tower. You'd have to let things fall apart, your stability, your legacy, your family, home situation here, in order to have an emotional new beginning with them. you know, but I mean, a new beginning here. Oh, there's 3 aces. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. I didn't even notice that. So a new beginning pretty much in your whole life, okay? You'd have to make that decision, but you'd have to allow things and your stability to fall apart here. And I feel like you weren't prepared because you were really held back. So there was no working together. There was no planning for future. And I feel like this person's heart was in a very good place here with the Empress. But this Empress is one that knows her value. And this Empress is one that wants to share love, but also receive love, and wants to have stability here and abundance, but she can't work with someone who is very indecisive here. So let's take a look at some advice here for you in regards to how should you proceed here with either releasing yourself, moving forward, or in this situation, if you want to make things better here. What's the advice from Spirit? What is the advice from Spirit for pile number 3? What is the advice? Because, yeah, I do feel like you did not let the tower fall, and you remained kind of in whatever family situation or stability you had. But I don't know, only you know whether this was something that was bringing you emotional fulfillment. I mean, certainly you were exploring whatever connection here with somebody here, without committing to them or making the decision and choosing them. So things kind of, you know, this person kind of pulled away, and I feel they threw in the towel here when it comes to pursuing or keeping up with this. So let's get some advice here from Spirit for pile number 3. We have Temperance. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, we have lots of cards coming out. I'm going to read them all as Spirit wants me to read them all. We have the Fool. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. So Temperance is all about healing and bringing in some resemblance of balance here. Also how we show up in a connection here. So I feel like there was a need to show up and show in emotions, show in a practical way, and bring in a balance here in a situation in order for things to start anew here with the Fool. But I feel like in order to do that, you would have to experience some sort of loss, you know, because you did build a legacy here with either family, something in a practical way. So you would have had to move, or you would have had to quit something, or you would have had to leave something in your practical world that you would have sensed a sense of loss here in order to have a new beginning and start anew here for your future and plan for your ships to come in here. So I feel like that was something you weren't willing to risk. Willing to risk. Don't ask me why I'm dyslexic now, but I feel like what this would have done is would have brought in your own emotional fulfillment. So maybe in a practical way, you were hanging on to something here because it would have felt like a loss. And this is the 8 of Swords here. It's like, I don't want to be out in the cold and risk my 10 of Pentacles. So we were hanging on to something here. And when we hang on to something here, it's out of a fear of if we let go, then we, you know, risk it all. But what we would have gained is this 9 of Pentacles, which is the self-emotional fulfillment here. And I feel like you risked it in order for you to hang on to something in a practical way, or a practical security or stability here. So I do feel like what Spirit is saying is if you want to take this leap of faith, if you want to, you know, get sail on these ships, there's a need to release an 8 of Swords, release and let go of whatever security, practicality you have in a situation, and that emotionally, I feel like you know that you would have been fulfilled. There would have been an emotional balance here. This would have been brought healing to your life, and there would be an opportunity to build a legacy here in a physical way, and eventually you'd be able to pull out of a 5 of Pentacles situation. So it's kind of like a temporary risk here. You know, this is all about taking a risk here in order to find an emotional fulfillment for self. You know, and I feel like this would have been plans for the future, but I don't feel like you were willing to do that. So this person just stepped away, and they chose to choose themselves here because somebody was indecisive and not willing to end something here because they were stuck in their 8 of Swords. So I hope this helped you, beautiful pile number 3. Again, this could have been your energy. not your person's, and your person could be elsewhere. If not, then this is just reinforcing your situation here. Beautiful pile number 3. Let me know if this resonated for you and your story, and I will see you soon. Bye.